And this is the weirdest built Skull Crusher you've ever seen. Give me a 2. And that's it. That's his build. That's his build. This is a free-to-play account. Let me see if we've got any time frames here. Not sure how long we've been playing for, but I guess we'll find out right now. Free-to-play account. Free-to-play, SAE, level 70. Onto the Scion. So he's actually been playing for a long time. He's got the 270 days. Plus he's already got Cleopteryx and he's on Scion. So decent amount of time on this free-to-play account. Lady H laughing at all your rare pulls cracked me up. Yeah. She was enjoying herself. Got 11,000 energy sitting on the free-to-play. Why is it, SAE? Why hoard energy on a free-to-play? Is it just where are you just saving resources for the next thing? Or is it like a not played that much account at this point? 100,000, or 100 million, sorry, silver as well. We've got a great haul, which probably doesn't really do the playtime justice. What is this? Gold 5, you don't play it a lot. For a few months logged in and got the energy. Right, okay. So you started to pick it back up recently. Yeah, because this is looking pretty weak for the playtime. Let's have a quick look through the account then. So it's a pretty old account. Got the Ninja, obviously. Would have Simple as well. Got his Seal. We've got 2 more sitting up here. What other champs we got from pools? Ghostborn, Ray. Just sitting there at level 50 though, chilling. Don't want to be part of the team. So this feels a little bit, I'll be honest, it feels a bit neglected as an account. With some good stuff on it. So I guess, you know, getting Clan Boss back on track is like #1 initiative to rebuild some life into this account. And even if you're just logging in and doing Clan Boss and a few of the other bits and pieces, you will still grow shard counts, grow book counts, and be able to kind of do a lot of content. Honestly though, you've got some of the best stuff that you would need for content generally. You've got your Cold Heart, you've got your Udo, you've got Apothecary, you know, you've got a Counter-Attacker, you've got a Maneater, you've got a Painkeeper, Ninja's on the account. Like, this is a juicy account, I would say. So we're going to be looking at an unkillable team today. We're going to be looking at Maneater alongside Painkeeper. And then we were talking about it before. Who did we say would be a good setup here? I think we mentioned Feign, Ninja. So Feign for a lot of the debuffs that we need. She's not booked out though, actually. That's quite a big deal, not booking her out. Even though it doesn't mean we can't do an unkillable with her. It just means that we'll get round to our damaging debuffs much slower. Does make quite a big difference. Oh, you do have books. Happy for me to book out. Okay. Maneater has to be booked here for this to work. Painkeeper has to be booked here for this to work. So we could either do a Skull Crusher, Feign, Ninja. I don't know if Skull Crusher, Feign, Ninja is going to work with Ninja. We'll have to have a look at the speeds and see if that actually does work. Let's have a quick look at builds and I guess check out the kind of damage we're doing right now. So we're like 30 million hits on Nightmare. So that's a 2 key on Nightmare. Running what we'd call as a standard team. So counter-attack, Ninja in the mix for damage, decrease attack and defense coming from Duke, Poison's here, Cleanse here, kind of probably quite a decent run. And hitting for 17 million on Ultra Nightmare, which in effect is just about scraping towards a 4 or 5 key. Really, you want to be maximum 4 keying, but ideally 3 keying for Clan Boss. SAE's also farmed Masteries on the different champs, so let's grab some budget unkillable Masteries. Now, you've got a stun target who don't want to heal. Everybody else you want to heal up, so everybody else needs Life Drinker going on. You also want to take Grim Resolve, because that means you do more damage when you're low health. You're almost low health for the whole fight. This fight, so it's a really important mastery. We come down here into Life Drinker and then straight down, and then for almost every champion you want to go for the defense tree to try and get retribution hits and stuff like that in, but it's not super paramount, but it is useful. Thing is, on Maneater I don't really want a good defense. Actually, I do want a reasonable defense, yeah, because I don't want him to lose too much health. So like this, like this, like this. That's pretty much a standard Clan Boss build. You definitely don't want Painkeeper taking a stun. You also don't want Painkeeper speeding up in any way. Her A1 can be problematic if you put Retribution on. So again, on the website, we've got a section just for clan boss where you kind of can see here the direction that's being taken. More healing, which gives you a safer type of heal mechanic. No retribution hits, no counterattacks. Life drinker, yes. So steadfast here does make her less likely to take the stun as well. And you absolutely do not want her taking the stun in the start. She shouldn't anyway. And sometimes I build them just in lifesteal gear so that they absolutely don't take the stun. Yeah, it just gives you a bit more reliability. Painkeeper's heal. I actually need to book this out as well. Painkeeper's heal is also really important here. And I still need 2 books. There we go. Saved 1 book. We could just throw it in there for the extra damage. Why not? We're going big. Go big or go home. Not that she does a lot of damage, to be fair. On a free-to-play, that was probably a very silly thing to do. Done that. Right, Masteries on Ninja. So I do really want Life Drinker. Am I going to get away with this or not? I don't think I'll get away with this. I think I need to change this up. I don't like to kind of reset just for the sake of it, but I really want Life Drinker so that we don't run into problems. Shouldn't have taken the defense tree there. I'm probably just better off going support tree. Yeah, this counterattack here could throw my stuff off. So let's grab this side. Right, Mastery's done, yeah? All happy? Shorten Skills, thank you for sending me this through. By the way, massive shout out. Shorten Skills is like one of the gurus of speed tuning. I'm like, dude, I've got a little problem. I just want to fit these 5 in. Can you give me a comp that works? He's like, give me a minute. Like, Super Brain comes out with something. I honestly don't know how he's able to do it so quick. I just don't know. Right, let's get the optimizer up. Let's start building out this team. So this is like the individual champion build. I think we'll just do it this way. 256. Accuracy gone. Nothing weird on. I don't know why it's doing that. There's nothing weird going on there. So it's quite hard. If you look at these builds here, it's quite hard to keep Maneater's health down. Like, HP is very difficult to manage on a Maneater. Just want to see actually quickly if we've got attack-based banners that are not rolled up. Like this one, this is actually a beauty to put on a Maneater. Here we go. Speed rolls. We're doing it. Loads of silver on the account, so that's no problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to equip that and tell the optimizer that that's what I want to use. I think I'm also going to equip this and tell it to use this as well. Notice I've picked this one instead of that legendary one because there's no accuracy sitting here already. So I can't roll like a high accuracy roll. I don't want accuracy on his build, really. So what I can do is I can pre-select stuff like this. Let's just see if we've got an attack. I might need things like defense rings, honestly. So now what we can do, now that we've pre-selected some items for him, I could just do a live refresh here. Look at this. Hit the live refresh button. It pops those in. And now it knows that I've got these items. And I can actually go into slots now and say, don't try and search for my jewelry items. I've done it already. Optimizer, you focus on the rest. I could go back into this and say, I don't want a minimum health here, do I? 4 damage with the speed I want. Let's try that. Good amount of defense, good amount of attack, got some crit damage, got some HP, 259. So we're a little bit over the speed I want. Does that matter? I don't think that matters, actually, going a bit above for a Maneater. If the speed is a problem, like let's say you absolutely don't want to go above, you could just put the maximum in as the minimum. Doesn't always like this, though. But then you see we get the 256 bang on. But it does mean that we lost a bit of damage. This will give us a speed bang on, so we'll do this. Okay, so what the optimizer does is it just tells me where to find the gear. And then I have to go and equip it on people. So we can just hit equipped, start looking here. So we've got Deception Piece, Weapon, currently sitting on Kale. We've got a Speed Piece, Divine Speed Piece down here, sitting here. A lot of speed on it. All over the place, actually. We've got Divine Offense Piece sitting here. This is one to watch out for. You see this? I need to roll this up. If it lands on speed, then I might need to just re-optimize again. You do need to watch out for this. The optimizer will find pieces but won't assume what other rolls will be. So we don't want this to land in speed. If it does land speed, we're just going to have to find another adjustment to the build. Right, speed set. Boots sitting free somewhere. These ones. And then we've got what we've got here. A day's weapon and a day's helm, which Kale's rocking. 24 speed on that bad boy. So we needed to get to 256. You see we're at 245. That's because it's assuming we're glyphing a bunch of stuff. So we can actually get glyph here. But what I could do, I mean, that's 11 speed I'm going to be adding through glyphs. I wonder if we've got any 6-star boots. They can literally be any 6-star boots. What do I want, really? I don't need crit rate on them. I just want crit damage. 17% crit damage there. 18% there. Let's take these. That gives me 5 more speed. Saves me a little bit of glyphage. There's a perfect 30 speed weapon on the account, is there? Nice. So we just need +3 here. Or +2. See how we're set after that. It's worth glyphing out all your attack and all that type of stuff. It's all going to help with damage. Yeah, sometimes you need to build a second stun target for different affinities, or you do. Skull Crusher is a force champion, so if we're up against a magic affinity, then that clan boss is not going to be hitting Skull Crusher. I need 1 more speed. The rest of this stuff is looking pretty damn good. 1 down. Let's move on to the Painkeeper build then. So we equip that. We lock him here so he doesn't get eaten up again. Let's get Painkeeper going. So Painkeeper, I tend to like to build in... In fact, I'm going to equip accessories up front again. HP with speed, ideally. To do. Oh, if we didn't have speed rolls, we would still be here tomorrow. So we got the jewelry on up front. We need for Painkeeper to have like 40 odd K, about 42k health. So a couple of HP jewelry pieces are good. Okay, so we hit the live refresh so that she gets her jewelry pieces on. Again, I don't want to optimize for those. 42k health, 2800 defense, and the speed was what? 223. 223. Bring that down to 2s. Try again. No artifact combination that it likes. Its defense number's pretty damn low right now. Too low, really. Even in life steal, it's pretty low. Again, it might be that we don't have good pieces in life steal rolled up. So let's have a quick look. Just take some stuff up to 12 quick. Or, you know what? Even though this is fine, there's absolutely no way I'm using that on someone who doesn't need accuracy, because that is an absolute godlike roll we've just got there. There's absolutely no way I'm using that. That is a godlike roll for any account right there. Okay, let's do a live refresh again. Let's see if I can get this defense to at least 2300. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Let's see if we can go up above that. 25. Let's grab these pieces. So as I say, I'm doing her build in lifesteal just because I absolutely do not want her tanking a stun. And she's generally the hardest one to build to not be the one who ends up tanking a stun at some point. And the last thing you want is for your run to fail every 5 minutes because you're tanking stuns that you shouldn't be. So that's why we're doing this. You don't have to build her in lifesteal. I just massively prefer it. I find it way less stressful doing these unkillable teams. And they are fiddly to do. Like, don't get me wrong here. Unkillable teams, they look super easy when they're working, and they are. But they can be a pain in the ass if they start going wrong. Oh, look at this. 30 speed on this accuracy piece. I feel bad using that. Damn, that's... With accuracy on it as well, that's like another godlike piece. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to rerun that build, but lock seal. So let's remove that. Not going to use that. Just going to rerun the optimizer so we find something different without using that piece up. Keeping this, keeping this, keeping this. This one goes. Yeah, sometimes there's just, you know, for an account, for a general health of an account, you do have to make calls. Sometimes the optimizer will find something and you're like, yeah, I can see that it's good, but that's not the right decision long-term for the account. Okay, where are we at? 217. So I've got a bit of glyphage to do, but over on crit rate, but that's how it popped. Got the nice health number. Got an okay defense number. Need to roll these up and glyph a bit of speed. And then that's going to be build 2 done. So this is giving us our defense number, just kind of building it up. It's not super essential when I've got her running in lifesteal gear because obviously she should be full health anyway, but it just gives us safety nets. You actually do have a gear removal discount available. Oh, I thought everyone was joking. Let me look into this. It's in the referral section. Let's have a look. Damn, we should have turned it on about an hour ago. Okay, that's what happens if you don't play the game for 21 days in a row. I saw you saying it. I was like, oh yeah, we all want it back on. Not realizing it was actually a thing that was there available to use. Damn. 217. And we needed what? 223, right? So we need 6 more speed, 2 more there. Just need 1 more speed. And then this is job done. Beautiful. 200 odd glyphs just waiting for us. Okay. 223, over 100% crit rate. It's not such a biggie. 2.6k defense, 44,000 health. It's on the touch on the high side, honestly, but it should be okay. Right. 2 builds done. Equip, lock, select champion. And then we want to move on now to, I think we'll do Ninja next. So again, we can just check to see if there are some items we want to roll up here. We want stuff like, we might actually need some defense items again. So we've got attack there. That's actually good. This is good. What banners have we got as options? Got a nice speed one already rolled. Okay, we've kind of got what we've got here. So we're going to put the different items in the mix this time. Just make sure we haven't got any weird sets. Reset that. Don't care about the health here, but I do want a minimum defense, about 2,800. His speed, I want to be 180. I do need accuracy to land his burn, and we're building for damage. Good amount of defense, good amount of HP. This all looks good. 180 was the right number. We have got speed items, a weapon, epic piece. Currently level 8. Not that one. We want this shield off Luria. Thank you for that, Luria. That's it for speed items. And we got all perception gear next. This shows how strong perception is, by the way. How many of these builds have got like a couple of pieces of perception here and there? Just makes such a difference keeping good perception gear. Got defense chest. It's picking up his defense number. And then attack percent boots. What a variety of items. Look at that. That's a lovely piece right there. Attack percent boots with a triple crit rate roll. So what we got? 180 on the nose. We're over on crit rate, but we've got attack, crit damage. We've got accuracy. Ninja, locked. Equip, lock. Onto champion 4, who's going to be the Feign. Pretty much the same build here on Feign as we've just done with Ninja, but we need the speed to be up a little bit. 188 speed here. Everything else, though, is the same. Let's just make sure we've got some accessories that work with Feign before we start looking. So you see here, we've got a lot of gear, but some of it's just not rolled out. You will need, with someone like a Feign, defense ring or defense something. So this ring here, actually, with a bit of attack percent in it as well, will end up being probably what we end up using. So I'm just going to roll it out. Yeah, we try and spend all the silver here. No point giving silver back. What are you going to do? Play your account? Wouldn't mind accuracy to roll here. Helps us with the build. So what do we want? We can either go for a mix, like accuracy could be good. All I'm going to do is just roll some stuff up to 8 and let the optimizer pick what it wants to use for these. It might be that it ends up going for something like a defense build, or on the banner, it might just find that that's an easier way to get to the numbers it wants. It's not bad. That could be the one we end up using. I'd imagine this is one it will end up picking. It's good as well, actually. A couple of good banners there. Okay, cool. So I'll leave the banner off. Let's take her for a bit of a optimization. So get a live refresh again. Pops it in here. I can just say, don't worry about that ring or the amulet. I've got that sorted, my friend. Give me the rest. Okay, not enjoying the rest. Probably because of the defense number, honestly. Because Feign's got such a low base defense, it's hard to get a defense up. So we're at now, what? 40 million silver spent to do this clan boss rebuild. It's actually an extreme amount. If you think about how much that is, just think for a second, 40 million. And we're only on champion 4 here. It's an extreme amount. Good thing about this, though, it pays back. Like, once you've got that clan boss running, and it's running daily, Ultra Nightmare, this massive investment of time and resources just pays you back daily. And you're like that. I'm so pleased that I did it. Just check. 184. I want 4 more speed. This is 3 of it. 3. Yes. I love to see the 3s. So that means I only need a 1 or something else. Put the attacks in as well. She does do good damage. 1 more speed here. If we get any more attack in anywhere, this is going to give me some more stats. Okay, where are we at? 188, 100% crit rate, got some damage, got some defensive stats, got my accuracy. Feign is done. 1 to go. Equip. Lock in here. And then we just got Skull Crusher to do. So Skull Crusher is going to be our slow boy. Quite difficult to build, honestly. Or the optimizer finds it difficult to build anyway. What we're going to do, we just want him to be running at 129 speed. No accuracy. I don't want a lot of defense. I don't want the build to be for damage either. I just want it to be a balanced build. Basically looking for around 40k health, maybe like 42. Maximum defense of like 1500 is what I'd love. It might struggle with this though. I have to tell it where to kind of apply some extra stats to. Picking up tons of defense, so we don't want that. So that's why I don't do the soft cap all the time, because I don't trust it. Let's go with the hard cap now. It's gonna pick me out the defense I want. Good levels of HP here. with some crit rate and crit damage as well. But the speeds are high, are they? We'll get there. 129 speed, 1500 defense, reasonable amount of health here, crit rate, crit damage. I think this looks good. So we're on magic affinity clan boss right now. So I guess we build this one out, SAE, and then we can look at this. It actually doesn't need, we actually don't need these items. I guess I've told it not to optimize for these pieces, but that's actually kind of perfect. So we're going to need to build a second slow boy out then for today's run. 125, a lot of crit rate, crit damage. That's good. 125. So I need 4 more speed. So I'm just going to glyph a couple of speed up if I can. Can I? 1 there, 1 there. Yeah, we get 2 on each of these. And this is the weirdest built Skull Crusher you've ever seen. Give me a 2. And that's it. That's his build. That's his build. Now, he is not going to be in action today because the clan boss is the wrong affinity. So he's force affinity. What we need is that he will work for every affinity apart from today's, which is annoying. So clan boss is going to like himself, kind of like a spirit affinity tank today. I don't think we've got a brawler. Oh, we have got a brawler. There you go. We've got a brawler. Perfect. Damn. Can't get more perfect than that. That's like the perfect fit. Yeah, here we go. Good, good, good. So low base defense. We've got the right speed. We don't have crit rate, but we don't need it. We've got accuracy. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Slow boy. 129 speed. Low defense, high HP. Makes him the target for clan boss. This one is a cult brawler. He's got 234. Accuracy to land is poison. For any other affinity, we're going to be using Skull Crusher, who will give us counter attack as well. But basically the same build, except he doesn't need accuracy. We've got fastest champion is Maneater. 256 speed. Built to have some defense so that he doesn't become a target for the clan boss. Other than that, we get an okay amount of health, and then he's built for damage. We've got Fane, kind of built the same really. The right speed, 188, then built for damage, but with enough defense so she doesn't take the stuns. We have got Ninja, 180 speed, built with some defense so he doesn't tank stuns, and then built for damage. Got accuracy for his burns and his drop defense. And we have got Painkeeper in lifesteal gear so that she doesn't even become a potential stun threat. 223 speed, and then built for damage. Does the slow boy need more HP than Painkeeper? I don't think so because I've got lifesteal gear on. That's the trick. Lifesteal gear should, fingers crossed, get rid of any problems around that type of stuff. So we try and avoid mistakes. Brawler, Ninja, Fane. In that order is where I want stuns to go. I do not want a stun land in here, and it absolutely cannot land here or the run is a fail. So what do we want to do? Brawler, turn off his A2, don't need it. Ninja, want to do A2 first. A2 as his opener, then A1, then A3, then A2. First choice. A1. Can't do that as second choice. How does that work then? I guess I have to do that manually. Yeah, I think the... Okay, we're just going to remove this stuff. I think I have to do these bits manually, but I will turn this off because I don't need it. The rest of it, we just keep as is, and I'll have to do the start manual. Right. I'm a bit nervous. I'm always nervous once I've spent this long building out a team that I'm going to do it wrong. Right, A3 on Maneater. We then go A1 Painkeeper. Clan boss hits. See, the health is really low already here. That's what we want. Everyone else is auto, so we want to go decrease defense and weaken here. We want to go A2 on Ninja first. A1 always on this dude for more poison. A2 here. Painkeeper A2 next. Taking loads of health here. This is good. Poison's here. A1 from Ninja next. Then he's auto. A3 here. Auto. Stun has landed in the right place. That's a good start. Now the question is, does the speed tune fail anywhere, really? That's the only way this now goes wrong. Stun target's in the right place. Does the speed tune fail is the question. The fact that we got lifesteal gear on Painkeeper here just means that it's very unlikely that she's ever going to become the juicy stun target. And that's what we want. Health is staying low here, which is what we need, so that he becomes the stun target. Bam, there it is. Perfect. And then it's all about now, how much damage can we get away in 50 turns? And obviously, if we had Skull Crusher, which is our other option, for a slow boy, we would get some extra counterattacks in, and the extra counterattacks would do more damage in a kind of normal team. It's also worth saying here, like, Fane is weak affinity, which means that she's not landing debuffs all the time, so she might end up lowering our damage for this particular affinity, but Ninja should get good damage in. I think we're going to get close to 36 mil. I do. Maybe I'm being optimistic there, but I do feel like we're going to be pretty close to it. Yeah, Ninja's got a veil, so he actually avoids the clan boss's eyes. 10 million after 18 turns. Or I don't know, maybe we won't quite do a 2P actually. We'll be close. This is the worst affinity we can face, though, I think, for damage, because Fane's a big part of our damage, and this is her weak affinity. And we've got no high damage dealers that have got a positive affinity here. But the good news is, the speed tune works perfectly, and the stun targeting works perfectly, which is, you know, when you're doing these builds, normally there's one error, at least. So I am pleased that we've got it working right, at least. 16 mil, yeah, we're probably not going to quite 2K it by the looks of this. It's going to be tight, but not quite. And the thing is, like, there's loads of room to grow this team. You saw in the builds there, these builds are not like extreme damage builds. There's loads of room to kind of grow into an easy 2K. I think we easy 2K on any other affinity, by the way. But even to 3K Ultra Nightmare when you were, you know, 5K it's a massive step up. 24 million after 38 turns. Yeah, I don't think this is quite making that 2K. It's so close, actually. It will be close. It's mainly because Fane is weak hitting on occasion, so we're not always getting the decreased defense out or the weaken out. We're not always landing our poisons. And Occult Brawler is also doing the same thing. So the two main damage dealers, I guess outside of Ninja, are not landing all of their damage. Any other affinity, though, we're cruising. And, you know, a 3K is still solid. Going to be around 32 mil, I reckon. But no, we're not going to quite 2K it. I am pleased, though, that first run, like, I didn't have to tweak anything, which is quite unusual. Normally, we've got to tweak something. First run, it's worked perfectly. So that's a great start. There's a little bit more growth to be done in terms of damage. But it's still damn close to a 2K as well here. We wouldn't get tons of extra damage from a max brawler. We'd get a bit more. The main thing we would get more damage from is actually if he was 60 and had Masteries. That's where the majority of the extra damage would come from. Everyone dies 31.6 mil. So it's a 3K. It will be pretty damn close to a 2K, though. If we're on Void, it's an easy 2K. Awesome. Well, there we go. Look, SAE. Hopefully that's what you're after, mate. Basically, we're nearly there. We're nearly there, and you can kind of get some additional work done just to kind of push it over the edge.